We really saw an opportunity to uplevel ourselves. MDA always goes back to the table and the drawing board and then comes back to us with, hey, we talked about this. It's not even related to X, Y, and Z, but this is our suggestion. I mean, they're always just so open and receptive.
I think that my dental agency really ensures that we maximize the potential and the efficiency of the team, as well as ensuring that we put out a stellar product for the world to meet us through these vehicles first before they pick up the phone.
Hey, everybody. This is Dr. Lee Brown, and I am super excited to have MaryAnn and Cassie here with us. They have been working with my dental agency as well with us for about how long now, guys?
Cassie, when did we sign the contract? Was it about a year and a half ago or a year?
It's a little over a year ago, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And we actually had met them at a conference. And so, we were really kind of pretty established. But when we love our website that we had previously. And so we really wanted to make sure that if we were going to make a change, we were making a change for the better, not for something parallel. And so I think we'll get a little bit more into depth as to how the relationship developed and why it built our trust to make that move.
So, this is going to be great. And, knowing a little bit about you guys and your practice, and I got to brag on you here. You guys are what I would consider high-end premium, not only in terms of the dentistry you provide, but the service and that boutique level that you have for each patient. So for you guys, like you said, you're not looking to stay the same. You're always looking to level up. So as you're looking at a partner to help with marketing, how do you guys kind of evaluate that and decide okay, is this the right partner for me versus just another vendor who's going to give me cookie cutter stuff?
Well, I'm going to let Cassie speak to some of that, but I want you to know also the position in the practice that we hold, right? So I'm the CEO of Consultants in Dental Aesthetics, and I'm also the CVO. So I'm the practice visionary. So I'm the Chief Visionary Officer. So I'm always looking to move us forward and to be able to get the team to see, the forest through the trees. And then Cassie, why don't you introduce your role and what you do and how we partner to find a good marketing change?
Yeah, absolutely. So my role is I'm the director of business administration. So a lot of different hats, but essentially it's ensuring that MaryAnn's vision is coming to life within the office as far as patient care, the concierge level of service that the business team is providing to the team members. And so when we were at the DST Dental Success Today conference and Jackie and Sean were up on stage, like MaryAnn stated, we already had a relatively strong marketing campaign. We had a very strong website. MaryAnn has done wonders with our marketing. And so, like she said, when we listened to their presentation, we really saw an opportunity to uplevel ourselves. And for me, with my business team, I saw a lot of opportunity where it came to automating different sort of surveys and leads, not to automate and get rid of the personal touch, but to assist my team in being more efficient and creating those relationships. So that's what I was really excited about when I listened to Jackie and Sean up on stage, but also just their intentionality with how they operate their company as well. It just really seemed like a lot of value overlap, and it was really exciting.
We were losing the personal touch with our web host before. And so when we were making this decision, we have worked with virtual employees, if you will, and they can be extremely beneficial. So when we met Jackie and Sean and their team at my dental agency, we really feel like we have more of an extension of our team. So they're extremely responsive to our needs. And then they also give us feedback. So they're honest with us too. They're not just really into it for business standpoint, but I think that we have a really good synergy in regards to they want to customize everything for us. So it's not a cookie cutter one size fits all. And that's really important to Dr. Landry and to Cassie and my's vision in setting us apart. We really do feel like we're a category of one and we're not necessarily like apples to apples. And We just always want to be able to challenge ourselves, but then also to make sure that our message is out there for the world to find if we are a good fit for them, and we can make better patients together. So it really turned out to be a good decision for us. It was an investment, but if you do not invest in quality, if you do not invest in results oriented things, well, that's what you're going to get. So we are comfortable with the decision, but we're always, even between my dental agency and ourselves, always tweaking things, always getting things a little bit different, a little bit better, and inventive.
I love hearing your guys' perspective on how you approach things, right? It's an investment. This is not an expense. And if you are not moving forward, you're going backward. And your guys' approach is, what's made you successful so far. And it's why you guys just keep reaching those next levels. It's cool to hear. I hope other people just soak that in, because it's going to bring them success too. I was using the word premium before in regards to your practice. And so anyone that you bring in as a partner has to be at that level. Are there some specific tangible things, or was it just a feel as far as like what was going to help my dental agency kind of take that stuff to the next level for you guys?
I see Cassie nodding her head. I'll let her speak to that.
Thank you. I think one of the tangible pieces of the organization is, I personally love PatientCaptureNow. We utilize it in our office every single day with our website chat, with new patient inquiries, patients needing to contact us for whatever reason, our implant survey, recording our calls, and also getting feedback from my dental agency on how are the new patient calls sounding. And I think, like what MaryAnn was saying, there's a lot of the customization to how we utilize PatientCaptureNow and how we utilize MDA. And so that's one tangible, or a big tangible, that I have just really fell in love with. And it's created a lot of efficiency within my team for sure.
We're going through the process too of, when you build a practice, you have to morph, right? And you have to right size. So we've really been getting to the right size for efficiency and streamlining. And I think being good stewards of our resources, primarily our team, and then, of course, our finances. But I think that my dental agency really ensures that we maximize the potential and the efficiency of the team, as well as ensuring that we put out a stellar product for the world to meet us through these vehicles first, before they pick up the phone, before they want to do that. And sometimes people don't want to pick up the phone, right? So they do like the automation and some of that responsiveness to kind of get to know us. But if we can put our living colors out there through our website or through targeted ads and those types of things, then people can feel the culture, and then they can build the trust. And so they've been very helpful with us in making sure that when we do quarterly campaigns or when we're doing our targeted ads, that they're meeting our needs, and they have great suggestions for us too. So it's not like it's a I would say is a really good win-win of collaboration.
It sounds, if kind of just a fly on the wall hearing it, and I totally agree. It's much more like partnership versus like, hey, we happen to work with this company. It feels like they've taken the time to understand who you are, what your vision is, ask those questions, and then just kind of fit your needs instead of just throwing stuff at you and being like, you guys should do this.
Mm-hmm. No, it's true. And the other thing is too, a lot of our experience with previous web hosts, or they weren't really full service marketing. They weren't multifaceted. They were really like, okay, we'll do some SEO and we'll host your website. And then we're going to send you like a dashboard with statistics. And for me, that just like, what am I looking at? So they really make sure that we talk through the different things. Of course, there is the dashboard, there is the analytics, but they make it make sense for somebody who it's not their 100% their focus or their expertise, right? So they make that make sense and put it more on a personal level. So, and they're always available. If we need to like talk to Jackie or Sean or to the support people, they make sure that they are available for us to have those calls. No matter is too small or too great. And they really reward engagement. And that's what we want with our team members, is to engage with their patients. So it's kind of like role modeling the behavior of how our team should be as well.
So well said. And, you guys clearly run your practice, like a business. And I mean that in such a great way, right? You understand different roles, different ways to think about it. Just the fact that you've identified a role in a dental practice as a CEO is so smart, because you always have to be working on the business, which allows the doctor to work in the business, which is so great. And you guys, I'm sure, have all kinds of cool ideas that come up. And how do you feel my dental agency responds to some of those ideas? Because I can't think of anything now, but I'm sure you guys have some just awesome stuff that you're like, what if we do this? What if we do that? How does that get incorporated?
Yeah, well, that we do. We come up with ideas. Like we have a hero campaign that we work on. So we really love our local law officers, as well as our teachers, as well as our veterans. And so we customize to that group. And so they embrace that. We partner with the National Breast Cancer Foundation. So right now we are in the midst of doing a fundraiser, which we do annually. And so they'll put pop-ups on our website as well. We recently started a 501c3 called Gift of Dentistry, which is a charity that offers free days of dentistry. So we're having another link to that website off of our main site. So, and like we constantly, like for me, I like adding layers and layers and being new. And they are like out there like a baseball team, like catching the balls because our brains don't stop. Cassie and I are always having something exciting going on. So they have to be ready for us.
Yeah, well said. I mean, they are like a baseball team, right? They're always in the outfield ready to go. I would say for me too, what I've really enjoyed is the same thing. I mean, it's really just customization, and they have the monthly calls with us. And obviously we talk about the marketing and the online and all of that, but then they also do care about how is the business going? Are there areas that we want to speak more on, or is there an area where there somewhere can be more efficient? And NDA always goes back to the table and the drawing board, and then comes back to us with, hey, we talked about this. It's not even related to X, Y, and Z, but this is our suggestion. I mean, they're always just so open and receptive. So they've been wonderful to be partners with.
Mm-hmm.
So great to hear. And what I find interesting for you guys, you're in a very competitive market, we'll say, right? There's other practices, other people, and we know in dentistry, right? Like we're not competing directly, but we're also competing for the patients to come see us. So you've got to make sure you're working with a company that doesn't have conflict of interest, right? For you guys, how was that discussion, had with my dental agency? How does that work out? Kind of walk me through that, because I know you guys are super smart and always thinking strategically. Like, we've got to make sure we're protecting, our little market.
Right. Well, I think exclusivity is really nice, and it's key. And actually, for us, I don't really feel like we worry about the competition, but yes, we are competitive. We're in Houston, Texas, or Spring, Texas, actually a part of Houston. And so within a 5-mile radius, there's, I don't know, thousands or hundreds of dental practices. But when we talk about being more boutique or more membership based, we want to attract people like that, or we want to attract people, and we create the patients that we want to. So we don't want to have too much. Like what we want to have is more quality. So I think that my dental agency, with their exclusivity, they can really focus on us. I think they too don't want too many of the wrong clients. They want clients that they can work with and partner with. And I think that that's what we found, is that we got that personal level because they will just stay in our zone to make sure that our reach is the best that it can be to attract the types of patients that we want. And then from there, bring them in. And then Cassie today, sometimes in her role, she will be patient advocate and conduct the new patient interview and set goals with the patient. And she gets those leads through my dental agency or through referrals, because my dental agency wants us to work very much on our Google reviews. And if you look, we have stellar Google reviews and a lot of them. And then also on referral, because once you build that reputation through your website, through your PatientCaptureNow, or through any of the quarterly outreaches that we have or the blogs that they do, then we're building trust. So then you get more referrals.
Beautiful.
Yeah, MaryAnn stated it wonderfully. So I don't have much to add on that question at all. So I just second everything she said.
You guys are an awesome team, right? Like it's cool to see how you complement each other, and you each have your own kind of unique area that you can focus on, and how, again, that frees up Dr. Landry to go do what he does best, and that's help patients get healthy. I hope a lot of people are taking notes on how they should set up their own practice, on top of the fact that, right, the best thing you can do is bring in a partner who can help you optimize what they're best at, so you guys can focus on patient interactions and all the things you do so well.
Yes, it doesn't bog us down, and it really is a weight lifted off to know that there is somebody that's out there really focused on it. And if they feel like, with guardrails, of course, it's our practice, but if they feel like we're getting off, they let us know. So they give us a high alert, and then we can put our attention there. But we don't have to focus on it every single day, because that can be daunting, that can be draining, and we, quite frankly, don't have that expertise. And they do.
Yeah, everybody on their team everybody on their team is so well educated in all the different areas that MDA offers. So like MaryAnn was saying, I mean, I feel very comfortable in our decision with partnering with MDA and seeing the results that we have been seeing. And I'm just excited to keep working with them and keep moving the needle.
So well said, ladies. I got to say, too, after talking to you guys, I'm kind of fired up. I'm ready to go back to work and start working on our practice, and take some of the great tips and advice that you guys have had, because we can always learn from each other. So thank you for sharing that. You guys are awesome. Keep crushing it, and enjoy your day.
Thank you, sir. You as well.
All right.